being away from this team for a while and then the bye week, I know you're going to say it's all about the players, but as a head coach of Michigan football, how eager are you to get back on the field with your guys in a game situation?
Man, I'm so ready. Been jumping out of my skin and I'm ready to get on the field with them. But practice with them has been awesome. Just the energy that they brought, the energy the coaches have brought. So it's been a great time. And every moment I get with them, I get so excited.
How tough was it to be away and have to watch from a distance?
It was hard. It was really hard. That Sunday after the Central game, it was like, man, I just thought about all the bad feelings that I had about not being there with the team, but just thought about how can I get better for the team and what can I do for the team to get better. So just worked as hard as I could to do that.
Biff Poggi talked a lot about you whenever he was interviewed, and he was interviewed a lot, had some fun on College Game Day. He talked with us, he talked post-game and gave you credit and just said that he's never been around a coach, a person like you in the game of football. What did you think of the job that he did as the interim head coach? I know there were a lot of coaching hands, but specifically Biff.
I thought he did an outstanding job. And number one thing we talked about is love the players, love the staff, make sure they're good, and let's just go get a win. And he did all those things.
The game plan, I know that you had your fingerprints all over it, handed it to him well before you had to be away from the team. But man, to run the ball like this team did against Nebraska and just really kind of close it out with a vintage Michigan performance, how much were you smiling at that point seeing, I mean, this is everything you got to want, right?
It was great to watch it all. Watching the defense stop them on 4th and 2 in the red zone, watching Bryce take off on the quarterback draw, watching Chip just call a heck of a game, and he called it aggressive, called the double pass. Figured that was coming at some point, didn't know when. Watch Bryce sling it around and be poised, and then watch the O-line perform the way they did, and Justice and Jordan to play the way they did was unbelievable. And our defense, man, 7 sacks in the game is unbelievable. The pressures that they were doing, and I mean, it was outstanding. And that last drive was magical. That 8 minute and 56 seconds, 15-play drive to really seal the game by the offense. I thought just a masterful job by Chip Lindsey and the offensive staff there. So just excited to be back with the boys. It's fun.
College football is very different. I don't have to tell you that.
Yeah.
And it continues to evolve. And it looks like there will be 2, maybe 3 lost teams in the playoffs, in the playoff now. As you had to take a step back and looked at the Big Ten as a whole, and you saw even some of the games this past weekend, this team's young, but how much of an opportunity do you see to make an impact in the Big Ten even this year?
Yeah, huge opportunity, but like all we're focused on is right now and today. Like, and that's all we can do is attack today, attack the now. And there's a lot of opportunities that are out there, but you can't have any of those opportunities if you're not successful today.
The best run defense in the country belongs to your opponent. We just talked about how successful your running game has been. That matchup, what do you see as the key for you guys?
We got to strain. We got to strain a lot. You got to strain in the preparation. You got to train in how we set everything up to run the football, and then the execution of the run game is going to be huge. Offensive line, there's going to be a lot put on them to go be successful, and then running backs just really do what they've been doing, hit the hole as hard as they can, and play physical. And then receivers are going to be part of it too. Quarterbacks going to be part of it too. Everybody is. So. But then with that is the passing game. We've got to do a great job of setting up the passing game and doing things in the passing game to loosen up the run game.
Homecoming's always cool to see so many players come home. As the head coach of this program, when you have guys come through, maybe they'll see this facility here inside Schembechler for the first time. What is it like to reconnect with old players, maybe that have been here for 50 years or just graduated last year?
Yeah, I think it's always an awesome experience that, first to get to know some people that I don't specifically know personally, and for them to come back and see this program. And I want them to just be proud of it, proud of the product on the field, but also proud of the kids that are here and the staff that is here. And then it's always great to see the players that I know that have been back, and it's like seeing your kids again. And I talk to a lot of them, and I get the chance to see some people that I haven't seen in a while.
What's it like when you see, whether it's on TV or the clips on social media, of your guys making a difference on Sundays? Blake Corum just recently got his first touchdown. Mikey Sanders still picked off Michael Penix.
Yeah,
What's
it's like a repeat. I mean, you talk about when you recruit a kid and you talk about all his dreams and his hopes and his aspirations. You talk about graduating with a degree. You talk about being a great citizen, a great human being. You talk about getting the NFL and accomplishing your dreams. So, like, you knock the first 2 out, and then you get to the NFL and you watch all these guys do it. You're like, wow, this is wild. And like to be able to watch all these guys accomplish their dreams is huge. And just continue to try to do that as we go through this process.